truck was actually coming from Ring Road. It missed a step. So as it was trying to gather itself, it fell.
What we are witnessing these days, it is something we can no longer understand.
They should stop telling us and promising us all those promises are fake, giving us this set of promises are fake. We don't want it anymore.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on Beetv Major News at 6. My name is Zainab Mohammed. Now the news in details. Members of the Nigerian Medical Association Edo State Chapter have staged a peaceful protest in Benin City over the kidnapping of their colleagues in Auchi on New Year's Day, calling on the government and security agencies to take decisive actions. The doctors who marched through major roads of the state capital while carrying placards with various inscriptions described the attack as direct assault on the medical profession. Beetv News' Favor Kolawole has details.
What should have been a routine journey home has turned into devastating ordeal for the family of two young doctors adopted in Edo State on New Year's Day. Gunmen struck along City Pride Hotel Road in Auchi, kidnapping two brothers who are both medical professionals. One of them, Dr. Ibrahim Abu, was serving as a house officer at the Edo State Teaching Hospital, Auchi, while his younger brother, Tahi Abu, had recently graduated from Ambrose Ali University, Ekboma, and was preparing to begin his medical career. Days after the adoption, tragedy struck again as Tahi's lifeless body was discovered near a riverbank, sending shockwaves through the medical community and raising fresh concern over the safety of healthcare workers in Edo State. As news of the killing spread, grief spilled into the city of Benin and Ekboma, with residents and students expressing outrage over the worsened security situation. Members of the Nigerian Medical Association Edo State Chapter also staged a peaceful protest calling on government and security agency to take decisive action. Carrying placards and chanting solidarity songs, the doctors described the attack as direct assault on the medical profession.
We saw the Commissioner of Police today. We told him how we feel. And we have told them that in 72 hours, we want our colleagues released on hot, that they need to up their game, and kidnapping in this land has to end.
The security agencies should be seen to comb through the forest where these menaces are being perpetrated.
Doctors should not be exposed to this kind of harsh, extreme, unnecessary punishment, because irrespective of who you are, whether you are a witch, whether you are a thief, whether you are a clergy, the doctor will always take care of you.
It will be noted that we let doctors here peacefully.
The Edo State Police Command says efforts are ongoing to rescue the surviving victim, Dr. Ibrahim Abu, and bring the perpetrators to justice.
Rest assured that action is in place to make sure that whoever that have been taken away is rescued.
While the state government and security agency has assured residents that investigations are in progress, many insist that stronger and more proactive security measures are urgently needed to prevent further loss of lives in Edo State. Favor Kolawole reporting for Beetv News.
Meanwhile, the Nigerian Medical Association NMA Edo State branch has announced its decision to withdraw medical services across the state, effective Saturday, January 10, 2026. The measure comes in response to the recent adoption of two medical doctors, which occurred on January 1st and 2nd, 2026. Chairman of the NMA Edo State branch, Dr. Osegale, conveyed the association's decision in the statement released to newsmen in Monday on Friday. He stated that the withdrawal of services is a direct consequence of the adoption of their colleagues and a reflection of the heightened sense of vulnerability among medical practitioners in the state. According to Osegale, The NMA is calling for immediate intervention to secure the release of the adopted doctors and implement measures to prevent future incidents. The NMA leadership insisted on withdrawal of services statewide if their demands aren't met, stressing that a safe working environment is crucial for healthcare providers. The NMA's action underscores the growing concerns regarding the safety and security of healthcare professionals within Edo State. The Ramat Park flyover construction site in Benin City has been cleared of traders who for months operated under the ongoing project despite the safety risks involved. The evacuation exercise carried out recently has contributed to improved traffic flow and enhanced safety around the busy interchange. A visit by Beetv News Temitope Oluwafemi to the site revealed that the area previously occupied by traders has now been completely cleared. The report.
For a long time, the ongoing construction attracted hawkers and petty traders who took advantage of the high vehicular and human movement. However, their presence posed significant danger due to heavy-duty machinery, ongoing excavation, and constant movement of construction materials. According to safety personnel at the site, the traders were not removed because they obstructed construction activities, but primarily for their own safety, as working and selling under an active construction zone exposed them to avoidable hazards. They added that the evacuation also made traffic control easier, ensuring that motorists continue to experience free flow of movement despite the scale of the construction. One of the safety officers who spoke with Beetv News explained that the measure was necessary to prevent possible accidents and ensure that the project progresses without putting lives at risk. He noted that keeping the area free also prevents gridlock, which could otherwise place the city at a standstill. He further disclosed that the flyover project is advancing steadily and is expected to be completed soon, after which the route will become fully motorable for residents and commuters.
Very smoothly. The people that were trading were evacuated here yesterday to protect them. Manage the traffic with them because we don't want to fault or stop the motor from moving. That's why we are managing it with the work so that the work can move still, so that the traffic can still move forward, so that the street cannot be put down. So we are still trying harder to make sure say we run the work up at the expected time.
Similarly, another construction worker confirmed that the project is going on smoothly, adding that the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, visits the site regularly to monitor progress and ensure that work aligns with the state's development plans. He praised the governor for his commitment to infrastructure development and for driving initiatives that are transforming Edo State.
The governor is trying, he always come and check the work, and he sees that the work is in progress. As a result of that, he's always happy to see the work is progress. Because of what is happening now, the hold up has reduced drastically, so everything is going smoothly the way it should go.
With traders now safely evacuated and work ongoing without obstruction, residents remain hopeful that the Ramat Park flyover will soon ease congestion and enhance transportation efficiency in the area. Temitope Oluwafemi reporting for Beetv News.
The Edo State government, under the administration of His Excellency Senator Mondo Pebolo, has almost completed the reconstruction of Boundary Road off Oba Road in Benin City, bringing long-awaited relief to residents and motorists in the area. Beetv News Temitope Oluwafemi visited the area and reports that road users and locals are excited. The report.
Boundary Road, located off Ogba Road in Oredo local government area of Edo State, had for several years been in a deplorable state. The road was plagued by persistent flooding, overgrown bushes, and severe erosion, making movement extremely difficult for both motorists and residents living within the community. Many commuters often avoided the route due to the risk of vehicles getting stuck, especially during the raining season. However, with the ongoing nearly completed reconstruction project by the Edo State government, the situation has taken a positive turn. Residents and road users now enjoy a smoother, safer, and more accessible route. The improved drainage and newly graded road have significantly eased movement, restoring normalcy to daily activities in the area. Speaking with newsmen, residents and motorists expressed deep appreciation to the state government for what they described as a transformational intervention. They noted that the reconstruction has not only enhanced mobility, but has also improved access to their homes and business locations. According to them, vehicles no longer get trapped in mud or stagnant water, and the road that was once a nightmare to navigate has become motorable.
It was not really in a good shape because when rain fall, we always experience difficulty in entering our various houses. When the rain fall, we experience erosion, and sometimes the ground is not really strong enough for motor to pass on it. So we experience a very difficulty entering our various homes. So with this development now, it's not just only the road, the lights as well. If you come here late at night, it's like afternoon. So that is one of the benefits we are enjoying in the road. Yeah, and we also give thanks to the government that did the road, and to the person that brought the influencer, which is a Boston. We also appreciate him for making the road good enough.
A truck driver who has plied the route for over a year praised Senator Mondo Pebolo for the rehabilitation project. He described the previous state of the road as terrible and difficult to maneuver, especially for heavy-duty vehicles. He prayed for the governor, noting that the reconstruction has made driving on the axis seamless and stress-free.
Actually, we thank His Excellency Governor Mondo Pebolo for the road, because last year this road, the way where the road been bad, no be small. I saw our motor they sink. Sometimes we go drive, poto go draw us, we go enter inside gutter. But this year, this road now, as they finish now, so we just they drive, enter street to street. Now so the work they sweet us. Now we no complain again. Now we get joy, they enjoy the road where we're now, man.
The reconstruction of Boundary Road stands as part of the Okpaiolo's administration's commitment to infrastructural development and improving the welfare of Edo's citizens through sustainable road projects. Temitope Oluwafemi reporting for Beetv News.
The Edo State Internal Revenue Service, EIRS, has issued a statement notifying all employers of labor and taxable persons in Edo State of the mandatory requirement to file their 2026 annual tax returns. The statement, signed by the Executive Chairman Otumba Honorable Oladele Bankole Balogun, says all employers are expected to file not later than 31st January 2026, and all individuals must file by 31st March 2026, in accordance with Section 14 and 13 of the Nigerian Tax Administration Act 2025 and Section 26 of the Nigerian Tax Act 2025. The required documents for filing include duly completed tax form H1 for year 2025 to be submitted by January 31st, 2026, duly completed tax form H3 for year 2026 to be submitted by March 31st, 2026, 2025 payee remittance schedule, expatriate quota, and immigration returns, if applicable, completed self-assessment form tax form A by March 31st, 2026, personal details and tax computation, audited financial statements or attested statements of accounts, evidence of income, trade, business, profession, or vocation, taxpayer identification number, payment evidence of tax due. The statement added that employers must ensure employee names on forms match their taxpayers' IDs. Employers who fail to comply will face a fine of 1 million naira or up to 3 years imprisonment under Section 127. Individuals who refuse or delay submission may be fined 100,000 naira for the first month and 50,000 for each additional month per Section 101. Meanwhile, the deteriorating condition of the road at Akenzua Junction by Airport Road in Benin City continues to hinder the smooth movement of vehicles, with deep potholes posing risks to motorists and pedestrians alike. Beetv News' Precious Abolaho reports that the area has become increasingly difficult to navigate as drivers now divert or slow down drastically to avoid damage to their vehicles. The report.
This is Airport Road by Akenzua Junction, as the pothole in the area is causing traffic congestion. A visit to the Akenzua Junction by Airport Road shows that large potholes has taken over portions of the road, forcing vehicles to swerve dangerously, resulting in traffic buildup, especially during peak hours. Some motorists who speak said that the bad road has led to frequent vehicle repairs, while others stress that the condition worsens at night as during rainfall, increasing the risk of accidents.
This road has been a trap of accident for motorists. As it is there now, if you look at the vehicle that is turning from Akenzua, before you know, it takes them a very, let me just say, a very long time for that before they can able to turn into the road because of the bad spot there. That road has been fixed by the past government, but they didn't use a good material for the road. That's why you see that the road is in a very deplorable state now.
Because of the bad road, so that is what is causing the hold up. And then, you know, people do not have patience to wait.
This is the major road that everyone that is coming to this city, this is the first road we use to enter the city. It's a road that government is supposed to be maintaining every time. So that even this pothole is just a work that will not take even 1 day for government to do. At least government is supposed to be doing all those, they're supposed to have agencies that are doing maintenance in these roads. All those potholes, you know, they are very dangerous. So in a major road like this in the city, it's a road that government is supposed to be paying attention to. At least they're supposed to have all these, even labor can even do those patching.
Others said that considering the fact that Airport Road is a major road, the government should ensure regular maintenance. They noted that the potholes has been there for over 2 years without proper repairs, making daily commuting difficult and unsafe.
I want the state government to do something about that road. Let them come and fix the roads so that the road can be motorable. So we need the assistance of the state government, let's say Senator Monday Okpebolo, to come and fix the road for us so that the road can be a good for everyone and all the drivers.
I advise the government that even Governor Okpebolo is a listed governor, he should try and create an agency that will be doing all those patching of roads in those states so that there will be no potholes again in the city.
They call on the Edo State government and relevant agencies to urgently address the issues to restore safe and free movements along the routine. Precious Agbolaho reporting for Beetv News.
The Rivers State House of Assembly has vowed that nothing will stop its latest attempts to impeach Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy, Professor Ngozi Odu. The lawmakers made a declaration during the presentation of a notice of allegations of gross misconduct on the floor of the House. The report.
The House suspended its recess to address unresolved issues following the prolonged rift between the executive and the legislature. For the third time in less than 3 years, lawmakers have initiated fresh moves to impeach the governor and his deputy. Top among the allegations are the failure to present the 2026 budget and unlawful expenditure of public funds.
Particulars of gross misconduct. A. That His Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara, GSS Governor of Rivers State, refused to present the Rivers State Appropriation Bill 2024 to the Rivers State House of Assembly, contrary to Section 121(1)(2) of the Constitution.
In compliance with Section 188 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, and other extant laws, we, the undersigned members of the Rivers State House of Assembly, hereby forward to you a notice of gross misconduct by the Deputy Governor of Rivers State in the performance of the functions of her office.
We will follow this impeachment process through. The Supreme Court has confirmed that the governor has committed offenses against the Constitution. Let the law take its course. The law has to take its course. Mr. President, we thank Mr. President. He's a father. Mr. President has done his best. Mr. President has spoken to the governor. In my presence, Mr. President told the governor, I'm giving you a second chance. The governor refused. He gave him another one. The governor refused. How many times will the Mr. President call us?
Condemn in strong terms the refusal of the governor of Rivers State.
Tension filled the chamber as lawmakers escalated the process, effectively dashing hopes of progress on the 2026 appropriation bill amid the impeachment proceedings.
It makes sense too that we allow that process to go through before we start talking about any MTF or even the 2026 appropriation bill. In any case, the governor does not even want to present any budget, because if he wanted to, he would have brought it all this while. Siminalayi Fubara is a mistake. He is a mistake. Rivers State has never had it this bad. In the entire Nigeria, Siminalayi Fubara and Professor Ngozi Odu, these are the only two people in the office at the sub-national level that are yet to present 2026 appropriation bill. The entire country.
The Speaker is required by law to transmit the notice of allegations to the governor and his deputy within 7 days. Favor Kolawole reporting for Beetv News. The multi-billion-naira landed properties, which are suspected to be proceeds of unlawful activities and valued at 213,234,120,000 naira, are located in Abuja, Kebbi, Kano, and Kaduna states. They are all to be temporarily forfeited to the federal government. Justice Emeka Nweti granted the forfeiture order following an ex parte motion moved by counsel to the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, Ekele Iyanacho, a senior advocate of Nigeria. In granting the order, Justice Nweti said, it is hereby ordered that an interim order of these honorable courts is hereby made forfeiting to the federal government of Nigeria the property described in Schedule 1 below, which are reasonably suspected to be proceeds of unlawful activities. The judge also directed the publication of the interim order of forfeiture in any national daily, inviting any person or bodies who may have interest in the properties listed in the schedule to show cause within 14 days of the publication, while a final order of forfeiture to the federal government of Nigeria of the said assets and properties should not be made. He then adjourned the matter to January 27, 2026 for a report of compliance. Favor Kolawole reporting for Beetv News.
Three children were among 5 persons that died in a motor accident which occurred on Lokoja-Ajakuta Road in Kogi State. According to an official statement from the Federal Road Safety Corps, on Wednesday in Lokoja, the accident which occurred on Tuesday involved 3 children, 2 females and a male. 2 other persons, a male adult and a female adult, also died in the auto crash which occurred at Gidan Basa community at about 11:40 a.m. According to FRSC, the accident involved 2 vehicles, a Toyota car belonging to Omala local government area of the state and a Sino truck belonging to Dangote Cement PLC. The report further showed that the car and truck had a head-on collision leading to the death of the 5 persons on the spot. The FRSC said 12 people were involved in the accident, saying that the remaining 7 occupants sustained bruises, fractures and other minor injuries. Akwa Ibom State Governor Uno Eno has announced plans to transform the reclaimed Uyo village dump site into a modern government residential area, featuring a housing estate and a creative village. The governor disclosed this after inspecting the over 100-hectare site, which was previously a refuse dump and erosion-prone ravine, but has now been sand-filled and mapped out for development. Eno said the project will begin with about 150 middle-income housing units and is designed to open up new development corridors, address erosion challenges, and reduce the state's housing deficit. He expressed satisfaction with the progress of work and urged contractors to ensure quality and timely delivery. The governor also encouraged residents to engage with the 1.584 trillion naira 2026 budget, saying it reflects the scale of projects aimed at positioning Akwa Ibom for global standards of development.
Today is being reclaimed. We're going to, I'm told there is over 100 hectares of land behind us that we can use for agriculture, for housing, for whatever project. So we're reclaiming and they've done a fantastic job. And all of this water will now be channeled properly to address the erosion and we reclaim the land. Then on the other side, the same thing. We are going to have Uyo GRA, first with about 150 middle-class housing. Then we have the creative.
In Lagos State, the House of Assembly has approved the 4.4 trillion naira 2026 appropriation bill passing into law. The budget, tagged the budget of shared prosperity, was described by lawmakers as realistic and growth-oriented. The report.
Lagos State House of Assembly passed the 4.4 trillion naira budget for the 2026 fiscal year following the adoption of the report of the House Committee on Economic Planning and Budget.
Totaling the budget size of 4,444,509,776,438 naira only for the year ending 31st December 2026 be read a third time.
Presenting the report during plenary on Thursday, the committee chairman, Honorable Said Olumo, detailed the assumptions, projection, and structure of the 2026 appropriation bill, tagged the budget of shared prosperity. During deliberation, lawmakers commended the budget, describing it as realistic and capable of driving economic growth.
Something very important has happened here in this budget now, because the repayment of loans normally is under capital expenditure, but in this case it has gone to the recurrent. So this is true core capital. Following deliberations, the House adopted the committee's report and passed the 2026 appropriation bill into law.
It's of 4,404,509,776,438 naira for the year ending 31st December 2026 be passed into law. All in favor say aye. Aye. Those against nay, the ayes have it.
revenue as proposed by Mr. Governor is realistic. What we have done deliberately in this budget is to ensure that the repayment of our loans does not form part of the capital. So, and we also touch education, we touch youth development, we touch infrastructure.
Earlier, while presenting the proposal to the House, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said the budget was designed to accelerate economic growth, deepen infrastructural development, and ensure fiscal responsibility across the state. Favor Kolawole reporting for Beetv News.
Minneapolis remained tense on Tuesday, a day after a U.S. immigration agent fatally shot a 37-year-old woman during an enforcement operation, an incident that has drawn sharp condemnation from local officials and triggered protests across Minnesota and in other parts of the country. The report.
The woman, identified by community members as a mother of 3, was shot during an encounter involving federal immigration authorities. She was later pronounced dead. Details surrounding the circumstances of the shooting remain limited, but authorities confirmed that the agent involved has been placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of multiple investigations. Federal officials said the incident is under review by internal outside bodies. Local law enforcement agencies are also cooperating to establish a clear timeline of events and determine whether the use of force was justified. An autopsy is expected to provide further information. Minneapolis mayor and city council members condemned the killing, calling it deeply disturbing and demanding transparency and accountability from federal authorities. State officials echoed those concerned, urging calm while stressing the need for an independent and thorough investigation. This loss of life is tragic and unacceptable, one city official said. The community deserves answers and the family deserves justice. Protests erupted shortly after news of the shooting spread, with demonstrators gathering in downtown Minneapolis and outside government buildings. Protesters carried placards condemning immigration enforcement practices and calling for an end to what they described as excessive use of force by federal agents. While most demonstrations remain peaceful, authorities increased police presence in several areas as a precaution. Community leaders and immigration advocacy groups said the incident has heightened fear among immigrants, families, and renewed debates over the role of federal immigration agents in local communities. Some groups called for stronger limits on cooperation between local authorities and federal immigration enforcement. As night fell, law enforcement urged residents to remain peaceful, warning that any act of violence or vandalism would be dealt with according to the law. The victim's family has not yet issued a formal statement, but supporters described her as a devoted mother whose death has left her children and communities devastated. Investigations into the shooting are ongoing, and officials said more information will be released as facts are confirmed. Favor Kolawole reporting for Beetv.
Wall Street closed mixed on Tuesday as losses in major technology stocks weighed on broader market performance, while defense-related shares advanced following President Donald Trump's call for a significantly larger U.S. military budget. The report.
2025 started as the year of AI. 2026 is going to be more of the same, but I do think that we're going to start to see more clear winners and losers. My focus is less on the folks who are trying to build AI tools for consumers and need to monetize that technology.
The Dow Jones Industrial Average finished higher, supported by gains in industrial and defense stocks. In contrast, the Nasdaq Composite slipped as heavyweight technology companies, including Nvidia, pulled back after recent rallies. The S&P 500 ended little change, reflecting the split performance across sectors. Technology stocks came under pressure as investors locked in profits after weeks of strong gains driven by enthusiasm around artificial intelligence and semiconductor demand. Nvidia, one of the biggest beneficiaries of the AI boom, declined alongside other large-cap tech names, dragging the tech-heavy Nasdaq lower. Analysts noted that the dip appeared to be a normal market correction rather than a shift in long-term sentiment towards the sector. Meanwhile, defense stocks rallied sharply after President Trump called for an expanded military budget of about $1.5 trillion. His comments renewed expectations of increased government spending on defense equipment, weapon systems, and military technology. Shares of major defense contractors rose as investors anticipated stronger revenues and long-term contracts if the proposal gained traction. Market participants also continue to assess broader economic signals, including interest rate expectations and corporate earning outlooks. While inflation concerns remain, investors appeared cautious, balancing optimism around government spacing with uncertainty in high-growth sectors like technology. Overall, the mixed close reflected a market adjusting to shifting policy signals, with money rotating out of technology stocks and into sectors expected to benefit from increased federal spending, particularly defense. Temitope Oluwafemi reported for BTV.
Emergency response teams in Albania have deployed boats to rescue residents after days of heavy rainfall caused the river to overflow its banks, inundating hundreds of homes and farmlands across several low-lying communities, the report.
Flooding triggered by persistent downpours submerged residential areas, forcing families to abandon their homes as water level rose rapidly. In some locations, floodwaters reached waist height, trapping residents indoors and cutting off road access. Albanian emergency services, supported by local authorities, moved swiftly to evacuate stranded residents using inflatable boats to reach neighborhoods that had become inaccessible. Elderly residents, children, and people with mobility challenges were given priority during the rescue operations. No fatalities have been officially reported, though several people were treated for minor injuries and exposure. Local officials said the flood caused significant damages to home, agricultural land, and infrastructure, with electricity supplies disrupted in some affected areas as a precautionary measure. Emergency shelters were opened to accommodate displaced families, while relief agencies began distributing food, drinking water, blankets, and other essential supplies. Authorities have warned that further rainfall would worsen the situation, urging residents in flood-prone areas along the Josa River to remain alert and comply with evacuation orders. Engineers are monitoring river levels and embankments as part of ongoing efforts to reduce further damage. The Josa River, one of Europe's last free-flowing rivers, is known to swell rapidly during periods of intense rainfall, posing recurrent flood risk to nearby communities. Government officials said assessment would be carried out once water received to determine the full extent of the damage and plan long-term mitigation measures. Emergency operations remain ongoing as crew continue search and rescue efforts and work to stabilize affected areas. Evelyn Izibli reported for BTV.
We'll be going on a short break. Do well to stay with us.
Gone but not forgotten. Our dearly beloved mommy and matriarch, late Madam Gift Soe Irabo. Mommy, it's been 8 years since you left us in this sinful world. And just like a burnt down library, our world crashed when death took you away from us. As our mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, sister, aunt, and mother-in-law, we will not forget in a hurry the great lessons you taught us, especially your prayerful lifestyle that brought us closer to God. We remember your undying love, care, and passion for God and man. The entire family of Yorama Erabo of Ogo Town in Orion local government area of Edo State cordially invites the public to the 8 years remembrance of their daughter, mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother, Madam Gift Soe Erabo. Date, January 13, 2026. Venue, Rose Garden Event Center, number 22, Giwa Amu Street, off Airport Road, GRA, Benin City. Time, 12 p.m. prompt. Mommy, continue to rest until we meet to part no more. We love you dearly. Signed, Ambassador Ogene Osaumese JP for the family.
Welcome back, and now to the world of business. The fuel supply arrangement between the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and 20 major petroleum marketers, under which the parties agreed to offtake 600 million litres of petrol monthly, has collapsed over pricing disagreements. The report.
It was also gathered that the disagreement sparked the surge in petrol importation witnessed in the month of November 2025, with total imports rising to 1.563 billion litres, according to the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. The authority disclosed the import figure in its November 2025 fact sheet titled State of the Midstream and Downstream Sector, which showed a sharp spike in imported volumes during the period the pricing dispute intensified. Recall that the deal, reached in October 2025, was structured as a pilot agreement under which 20 depot owners were to offtake about 600 million litres of petrol monthly, with each marketer lifting roughly 30 million litres from the Dangote refinery. Cavista Holdings have reaffirmed its commitment to long-term investment, sustainable value creation, and community development across Nigeria and Africa as the company enters 2026. In a New Year message, Chairman of Cavista Holdings, Niyi Olajide, stated that the group would sustain disciplined execution, operational excellence, and long-term strategic growth through its portfolio companies, Cavista Technologies, Agbeyewa Farms, Glosent Hospitality, and Payzik. According to a statement, Olajide explained that Cavista Holdings would deepen investment in businesses, people, and communities while expanding its footprint to additional states in Nigeria and across Africa. Licensed cryptocurrency exchange Busha has announced its evolution from a crypto trading platform into a full-service digital money app with a brand refresh. According to a statement from the crypto exchange, the brand refresh includes a new logo, a redesigned mobile phone, and a launch of a new financial product that combine crypto and traditional money management. Busha was one of the 2 digital assets exchanges that the Security and Exchange Commission granted license 2024. Commenced operations under its Accelerated Regulatory Incubation Program. The SEC introduced the ARIP to onboard firms that had begun operation before the release of the rule on virtual asset service providers in May 2022. Favor Kolawole reporting for Beetv News.
Popular Nigerian AI content creator Jarvis, also known as Jajolita, has revealed details about her biological father in an emotional TikTok video, including his true nationality and their complicated relationship. Her confession has stirred widespread reactions on social media. Also, one of Nigerian author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, toddler twins, has died. Her family has confirmed. The report.
In the tearful video shared on TikTok, Jarvis spoke candidly about her father, recounting the time he regularly kept in touch with her and the sudden disappearance that left her searching for answers. Jarvis disclosed that her biological father is from Senegal, not Nigeria, surprising many of her fans. She recalled how he affectionately called her Aminata, a name that brought joy during her childhood. Despite the early connection, Jarvis said her father abruptly stopped all communications years ago. Under development, popular Nigerian singer Ololade Asake has reportedly mended his relationship with his father, Fatai Odunsi, following months of family drama. A recent photo shared online on Wednesday, January 8, 2026, shows the father-son duo in a calm setting, signaling a return to harmony after their previous conflicts. The reconciliation comes after a turbulent period earlier in 2025 when Mr. Odunsi publicly accused his son of abandoning him while he battled a stroke. The singer faced intense scrutiny as fans debated his responsibilities towards his ailing father. Sources say Asake has taken tangible steps to repair the relationship. One of Nigerian author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie toddler twins has died, her family has confirmed. An official family statement said that 21-month-old boy Nkanu Nnamdi who the novelist had with her husband, Dr. Ivara Esege, died on Wednesday after a brief illness. Issued on behalf of the family by Omawumi Ogbe, the statement said they were devastated by this profound loss and thanked well-wishers while also asking for privacy and prayers. Award-winning US-based writer Adichie is known for works including half of The Yellow Sun, Americana, and her 2012 TED Talk and essay, We Should All Be Feminists, which was sampled by Beyoncé on her 2013 song Flawless. A key figure in post-colonial feminist literature, her works explores themes around gender and immigration. In 2015, she was listed as one of Time magazine's 100 most influential people. Adichie, 48, had a first child, a daughter, in 2016. In 2024, her twin boys were born using a surrogate. Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu is among those who have expressed his condolences, saying no grief is as devastating as losing a child. And that's it on the entertainment news. Evelyn Izibili reporting for BTV News.
The federal government has said all group stage bonuses due to Super Eagles players at the ongoing African Cup of Nations have been released and are expected to reflect in the players' domiciliary accounts within hours. The Minister of State for Finance, Dr. Doris Uzoka Anite, disclosed this on Thursday while responding to reports that the national team was considering boycotting training sessions and could decline to travel to Marrakesh for their quarter-final clash against Algeria. In a post on her official X handle, Uzoka Anite said the concerns over unpaid bonuses had been resolved through coordinated action by the federal government and the Central Bank of Nigeria. She explained that all bonuses earned by the players during the group stage of the tournament had been fully processed and cleared through the required regulatory procedures. Thank you for staying with us on BTV Major News at 6. My name remains Zainab Mohammed. Have a lovely night.